Breckenridge, Colo. In 2014, Chloe Kim ranked high enough to qualify for the U.S. Olympic team in snowboard halfpipe, but she was too young to compete at the Winter Games. 4 years later, she'll finally have the opportunity to represent the red, white and blue at the Olympics. Kim won her second straight Olympic qualifier, which will secure her nomination to the U.S. halfpipe team. The 17-year-old, who is the only woman currently capable of landing back-to-back 1080s, is considered the gold medal favorite for Pyeongchang 2018. "It seems like a dream almost, and I'm trying to wake up," Kim said of earning her spot on the Olympic team. "I think today when I get home, it's going to sink in, and I'm probably going to cry." With the pressure of Olympic qualifying over with, Kim says that cleaning up her cab 1080s will be a primary focus as she prepares for Pyeongchang. Who will join Kim on the women's halfpipe team remains up in the air, though Kelly Clark is in good shape after a third at the Copper Grand Prix and a second at Tour Breckenridge, which hosted Friday's qualifier. The three-time Olympic medalist crashed on her first two runs in the final and needed to be checked out by the medical staff after hitting the deck on a frontside 1080 attempt on run 2. With a bandage on her nose, she came back undeterred in run 3, landed the frontside 1080 and got onto the podium. "These are Olympic qualifying events, and me ending up in the middle of the pack isn't really going to benefit me," Clark said. "I have one shot, so I went for it." The men's halfpipe competition produced a surprise winner, 19-year-old Jake Pates, who outdueled not just his own U.S. teammates but also a stacked field of international riders. Pates came out firing on his third and final run, putting down a sequence of tricks that ended with a unique variation on the double McTwist 1260 made famous by Shaun White. Instead of doing a standard grab, Pates executed a tail grab on the trick that added extra difficulty and clearly caught the eye of the judges. "That was a trick I've been wanting to do forever," Pates said of the double McTwist, which he had never landed in a contest before. "Seriously, I saw that happen when I was, like, 8 years old. I saw that happen at X Games and it was crazy." According to Pates, it was just the fourth time he had ever landed the trick on snow. With such a stacked group of riders on the U.S. team, Pates was mostly overlooked when it came to Olympic qualifying favorites. Now he's suddenly in the discussion as a possible medal contender. "I never thought in a million years I would have won this event today," he said. "I just wanted to land that run. Actually, I've never done that before. I've been dreaming about that all week." Ben Ferguson, who was the top American at the first selection event, took a strong step toward making his first Olympic team as well by finishing third overall and second among Americans in Breckenridge. He and Pates will both be in position to potentially secure their spots on the team at the next qualifier. "For every other American out there, there is another level of pressure we've got to deal with doing these Olympic qualifiers," Ferguson said afterward. "And for me, doing well in these last two has kind of pulled some of that pressure off and relieved a little bit of anxiety, and I can just focus on having fun more." Aside from helping to shape the U.S. Olympic team, the men's halfpipe competition in Breckenridge also provided a showcase of international stars who will be in the mix for medals in Pyeongchang. Scotty James of Australia unveiled a new run which include back-to-back double cork 1260s and a switchback side 900. It was a very technical run which earned him a massive score and would have given him the victory were it not for Pates stepping it up at the very end. Also standing out was Japan's Ayumu Hirano. The Sochi silver medalist started his run off with a massive in the air before going into a difficult sequence of tricks that included a frontside double cork 1440 and frontside double cork 1260. He finished in fourth. Absent from the men's field was White, the two-time Olympic gold medalist. White was unable to put down a clean run amid snowy conditions during Thursday's qualifying round and therefore failed to advance to the final. Despite the disappointing result, White is still in good shape when it comes to Olympic qualifying. He was second among U.S. riders at the first selection event and still has 2 qualifying events left. Up to 3 spots on the U.S. team for both men and women will be allocated through automatic qualification. In order to be eligible, riders need a top 3 finish at one of the selection events. Each rider's 2 best results will be used as a tiebreaker. There are 2 selection events remaining for snowboard halfpipe, and they will both take place in January. Olympic qualifying for snowboard and free ski slopestyle resumed Saturday in Breckenridge. Olympic talk is on Apple News. Favored us more. Shaun White details crash that led to 62 stitches. Follow at Sean Smith and BC snowboard halfpipe qualifying standings through 2 of 4 events. 1. Ben Ferguson, 1,802. Jake Pates, 1,323. Danny Davis, 1,204. Sean White, 1,125. Gabe Ferguson, 955. Chase Josie, 951. Chloe Kim, 2,000 qualified 2. Kelly Clark, 1,403. Maddie Mastro, 1,304. Ariel Gold, 1,105. Elena Height, 850 has automatic qualifying minimum of 1 top 3 result. Breckenridge Finals all times Eastern Friday men's ski halfpipe, 11 a.m. 1215 p.m. Women's ski halfpipe, 124513 p.m. Men's snowboard halfpipe, 230345 p.m. Women's snowboard halfpipe, 4155 p.m. Saturday women's snowboard slopestyle, 111,145 a.m. Men's snowboard slopestyle, 121513 p.m. Men's ski slopestyle, 230345 p.m. Women's ski slopestyle, 4155 p.m.